Alright, ladies and germs, welcome to my very first video in this series of movies. Welcome to the meh movies of 2015. Yes, 2015 has been full of great movies, shitty movies, and movies that you will watch. They're not that great, but you can still watch it. That's what this list is about. This list is dedicated to the movies that are still worth a watch, mainly at rentable levels or Black Friday pickup levels, pretty much. So yes, let's get right down and gritty with this motherfucker. The Transporter Refuled. Not the best Transporter sequel or a reboot or whatever the hell this movie is, but I did enjoy some aspects of this movie. It's not the greatest of action. The first one, second, and third one had better action, but not bad. And the guy from, what is he from again? Game of Thrones? Or, I know he's going to be in Deadpool the next month, so he did okay as Frank Martin, but you really do miss Jason Statham as Frank Martin, but he's not that bad. Trainwreck. Another disappointing movie. This movie had so much fucking potential, but it just fell off the bandwagon. It really just was not that great, and it was not that funny. The supporting cast was more funny than the two main leads. That's bad. That's really bad, you know? They're not even on the cover, but they were better than these two. It's kind of sucky too, because everybody loved this movie, which is fine. But when I went in here, I was expecting to find that same level of love, especially coming from Judd fucking Apatow or Toe. I didn't get nothing like that. I didn't get a 40-year-old virgin. I didn't get a Knocked Up. I didn't get a Superbad. I got a 2.5-hour boring ass movie with one character who's just a fucking whore at the very first hour of this movie. Why would anybody end up with her? I don't know. Then I find that out a whole another hour and a half later when the karma started becoming a bitch to her, so she kind of understood it. Another disappointing movie. The last one was fucking This Is 40. Oh my god, that was such a depressing ass movie, man. It was such a depressing piece of shit. But Trainwreck was not a piece of shit, so thank God for that. Poltergeist. Another movie that was another safe remake of the first movie. It did take a little bit of liberties to make it somewhat different, which is the reason why it's on this list and not on the worst movies list, because it's not an actual shot-for-shot remake of the first movie. They actually kind of tried to do something different with this movie, so that's another plus I can give this movie. And the little girl wasn't that bad, but her voice, when she's in her high voice, it does get kind of annoying. Plus the famous line, "They're here," was kind of did in such a half-assed manner. But I did appreciate some stuff about this movie, which is another reason why Poltergeist has made this list. But just a few more things I wanted to see them take a little bit of liberty with, a little bit more edge. I know the PG-13 is a bigger edge than the original movie, but still, give me a little bit more of an edge to it. Do a little bit more things different. You would have had a good movie, and you would have been on my best movies list. The Condemned 2. Oh my god, Randy Orton. Randy Orton. The movie itself is not that bad. It's not great, but it's a far and leaping bounds away from the first movie. Randy Orton wishes he could be Stone Cold Steve Austin. I wish they would have gotten Stone Cold Steve Austin, or maybe The Miz. The Miz has charisma. He would have been a much better fit than boring ass Randy Orton. Boring ass Randy Orton. Anybody but Randy Orton. Seth fucking Rollins over Randy Orton, man. Seriously. It's a decent movie, solid action, just Randy Orton just mainly almost brought down the whole ship. Blackhat. This movie really needed some fine tuning. It really needed fine fucking tuning. Because it was just almost to the lack boring. That could be bad, but it picked up a little bit. You had a random love scene that didn't make no fucking sense. Chris Hemsworth was like the saving grace of this movie because his character charisma and stuff kept this movie afloat for me. And the story itself is not that memorable, let alone that great. But again, it's not horrible. And I did enjoy some aspects of this movie. It's been just about almost a year now since I've seen this movie, so whew, time is moving and it shows, man. Good God. And at number 2, we have, oh, I'm gonna get some hate for this, Jupiter Ascending. Don't kill me too bad. I did enjoy Jupiter Ascending. Not to the level of a great movie, but I enjoyed it as a sort of guilty pleasure that's gonna be watched maybe several more times. Probably skip over Eddie Redmayne's parts because I don't know what the hell he's saying. And his voice is talking like this the whole fucking movie. My lips are moving, but I don't know if you can even hear what I'm saying. Like that type of shit. Lips are moving. Don't understand what the fuck he's saying. Sometimes. Skip over the part where Mila Kunis always gotta keep getting saved over and over again. You have yourself a good movie. Granted, if you can get rid of some of the stilted dialogue. But other than that, it's not that bad of a movie. I don't have a problem with Jupiter Ascending. A lot of people do, but I don't. I kind of grew onto the Wachowskis' weird ways of writing, so I'm not going to hate it. It's going to take a minute to have it make a little bit more sense. When I watch it the first time, I have to watch it again. But once I do, it's in a nutshell. Which is why I'm not going to shit too badly on this movie, because I know I'm going to watch it again at least 2 or 3 more times. It has that type of hold on me, so not bad. Channing Tatum, not bad. Mila Kunis, not too bad. Wachowskis. And at number 1, Hitman Agent 47. Yes, I actually enjoyed this movie a lot more. I gave this movie a C+. This was an actually entertaining little romp. Granted, again, it's not the best movie. Some things could have been done a lot better. But I did enjoy the video game Easter eggs it gave his characters, especially in the names alone. What's his name? Shit. Zachary Quinto. He was actually pretty good in this movie as well. And Rupert Friend was actually not that bad. I did miss Timothy Olyphant, but Timothy Olyphant had a house to pay for. And once he paid for that house, he didn't really need the Hitman movies anymore, which I gotta give you the middle finger a little bit. But then I also kind of understand Timothy, but really, just really. But I did but I did enjoy this movie a lot more than I thought I was going to, so that's a plus for me and for video game fans, because sure, they're probably gonna nitpick the hell out this movie when they actually see it. I'm not gonna do that because it's not a video game, it's a fucking movie. So, yeah. They did give him the stealth elements. They did give him the changing clothes aspect. So it's not 100% the game. I'm not gonna completely bullshit the movie. I'd be lying if I did. You know, I'd be lying if I say I didn't enjoy these movies, which is why they're on this goddamn list. You know, sure, some of them are disappointments, but they're not horrible movies. We'll get to that. We're gonna get to that real good. So yes, that is my meh movies of 2015. What are your least enjoyable movies, but you still enjoy them enough to put them on a list like this? Let me know down below. I will see you guys in the next one.